Just today alone, over 130 marriages will end in divorce. And right now, yours might be hanging in the balance. Feel like every day is Groundhog Day. You get up, you go to work, and come home to a mess, feeling tired and drained of all your energy. Constant fights and bickering with the missus without any idea of what the fuck she actually wants. So you don't feel like the king of the castle. Intimacy is all gone, and now you find yourself craving that connection and physical touch. Getting rejected most nights, and then once in a blue moon you get some pity sex. You're tired of all the BS, man, and you just want out. But then you stop and you think about it for a second. You don't want to get divorced. You love your wife. And you know that you still have a shot at life together. You don't want to lose half your assets and start from scratch again. What an impossible mountain to climb. You don't want your kids to grow up broken, estranged to you, and at the same time blaming themselves for mum and dad separating. And you certainly don't want some other man raising your kids and in bed with your wife. You don't want to be laying there on your deathbed, filled with regret, knowing that you didn't do everything in your power to fix things. So what do? What choices do you have? You can quit and call it a day, have another man raise your kids and sleep with your wife, or you can face the harsh reality that nothing will change unless you change. See, your wife won't change as much as you think she should. Your kids won't change as much as you think they should. The only step to take is changing the man that's looking straight back at you in the mirror. And if you want to make permanent change and save your family, here's the one thing that you're missing. Now, you're not missing knowledge. You know you should have more structure in your life. You know you should be taking care of yourself. You know you should be communicating better with your family. The reality is you're not doing it. And here's why. It's because you have no one holding you to a higher standard. You're still operating at the same level you were before you had kids. You haven't adapted to getting older, having children, fatherhood, money problems, an aging wife. You're still operating at the same level or mindset 10 or 15 years ago, possibly even worse. That same level has gotten you this far, but right now it's not enough and it's breaking. You're drowning with the responsibility and burden of having kids, so much so that you become unhealthy and your energy levels are suffering. You don't have other men around you operating at a higher level than you, calling you out on your shit and showing you the path and keeping you on the path to become version 2.0. So you let yourself off the hook. When your wife tries to keep you accountable, you bark back and have a go at her, only causing more chaos. So if this is you, then here is my invitation for you to check out High Performance Father. We are a tribe of men operating at an extremely high level, not because we want to, but because it's what's required to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. A life where your wife loves you and respects you. A life where your children admire you and look up to you. And a life where you feel in complete control. A life that every man can have, but not a life that every man will have, because not every man is prepared to do the work. So if you're watching this and you know that you're fighting a losing battle alone and you don't want to quit on your family, you don't want another man sleeping with your wife and raising your kids, and you're ready to work on yourself, then tap the link below and answer a few questions, and we'll see if our tribe is a good fit for you. And if it is, then we'll send you some more info, man, about how you can get involved.